Welcome to Tesla Global, the home of the latest and greatest Tesla news. Today we take a look at Toyota adopting electric vehicles and also what it means for Tesla to have solid-state batteries. Without any hesitation, let's get into the video. Toyota is finally making an electric vehicle, plans more. An electric crossover is being primed for Europe first, with a US model coming soon. Toyota has been slow to adopt EVs into its lineup. It's not because it lacks the technology, it's been the king of hybrids since the introduction of the Prius. It's also been investing in fuel cell vehicles like the Mirai, and it sells the UX300e in Europe and China. But as sales for EVs tick up, the automaker seems finally ready to expand its portfolio. Today the automaker announced that it had developed an electric SUV for Europe that will be based on Toyota's eTNGA modular EV platform and will be previewed sometime in the next couple of months. As for the US, Automotive News reported last week that Bob Carter, head of sales for Toyota North America, stated that an EV is coming to the United States. We're not sure which brand will be the first with an EV, but at least we know something electric will come from the Japanese automaker. During a presentation for its European market, Koji Toyoshima, Toyota's deputy chief officer of its EV factory, said that the automaker intends to globally sell 5.5 million electrified vehicles every year by 2025. In that same time frame, Toyoshima said that Toyota would introduce 60 new electrified vehicles. These numbers include hybrids, plug-in hybrids, EVs, and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Toyoshima also noted that Toyota would have a mass-produced electric vehicle using a solid-state battery pack in the first half of the 2020s. A bold statement and potentially an EV game-changer, since solid-state batteries charge quicker and offer more range in the same size pack as traditional lithium-ion batteries. It's also potentially a few years earlier than the company has previously stated when it said it would have the technology ready in 2025. As for why Toyota has waited as long as it has to enter the EV market, Andrea Carlucci, director of product and marketing for Toyota Europe, said that its hybrid technology has allowed the company to comply with tough emission standards in Europe without jumping too early into EVs. However, hybrid success has given us the foundation we need for other electrified powertrains, which will be introduced when the time, the market, and the infrastructure are right. And that time is getting closer. Samsung's solid-state battery breakthrough could double EV range. Electronics giant Samsung has made an important step towards making solid-state batteries a viable tech for electric cars, meaning longer ranges for electric vehicle (EV) owners. Samsung's Advanced Institute of Technology (SAIT) claims the chemical breakthrough means the size of the battery is halved, so you could theoretically double the range of today's first-generation EVs, from around 200 to 300 miles to nearer 400 to 600 on one charge. The secret to Samsung's super battery lies in its electrolyte. In conventional EV batteries, the electrolyte is a liquid, but Samsung's scientists and engineers have developed solid electrolyte technology, which is far denser than the liquid approach. Master at SAI's next-generation battery lab and the leader of the project, Dong-Mi Nim, said, "The product of this study could be a seed technology for safer, high-performance batteries of the future. Going forward, we will continue to develop and refine all solid-state battery materials and manufacturing technologies to help take EV battery innovation to the next level." Boosting energy density by a claimed factor of 3, Samsung's prototype solid-state batteries introduce a new silver carbon coating known as AgC, which is just 5.0 micrometers thick. This AgC nanocomposite not only allows more compact packaging but resists the growth of dendrites, the chemical formation of needle-like crystals, which reduces battery capacity over many charge cycles, as well as the stability of the pack. Samsung says they can be recharged more than 1,000 times, about 500,000 miles of total range, for a future of more attractive and compelling electric vehicles. Solid-state batteries for electric cars, the next big thing? Electric cars are improving constantly in terms of mileage, performance and charging time, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. While the number of hybrid cars is only likely to increase, fully electric vehicles aren't quite ready to overtake the internal combustion engine. That's because most EVs and hybrids rely on electric motors powered by lithium-ion batteries, using the same tech that powers smartphones and laptops. Essentially an evolution on chemical batteries. Lithium-ion batteries work well in EVs, but there are better solutions. The use of a liquid electrolyte in lithium-ion batteries comes with a suite of disadvantages. Capacity and ability to deliver peak charge deteriorates over time, and lithium-ion batteries also bleed a lot of heat, requiring weighty cooling systems to be integrated into their design. And thanks to the flammable liquid they contain, lithium-ion batteries can catch fire or even explode if damaged in an accident. For the last few years, car makers have begun to mention solid-state batteries as the next breakthrough EVs, usually quoting insane performance and range at the same time. So, what makes solid-state battery tech so good for EVs? How does it work, or is it just a bunch of vaporware? What are solid-state batteries? Simply put, solid-state batteries use a solid electrolyte as opposed to the liquid or polymer gel one found in current lithium-ion batteries, and it can take the form of ceramics, glass, sulfites or solid polymers. Solid-state battery. Solid electrolyte aside, solid-state batteries function much like those in lithium-ion batteries, in that they contain electrodes, cathodes and anodes, separated by an electrolyte that allows charged ions to pass through it. How do solid-state batteries work? Much the same way as a normal battery, if we're honest. The flow of ions trigger a chemical reaction between the battery's materials called redox where, when discharging power, oxidation occurs at the anode to create compounds with free electrons, which deliver electric energy, and reduction at the cathode which sees compounds gain electrons and thus store power. When a battery is charged, the process is reversed. Much like lithium-ion batteries, when delivering power in solid-state batteries, aka discharging, positively charged ions travel through the electrolyte from the negative electrode, anode, to the positive one, cathode. This leads to a buildup of positive charge in the cathode which attracts electrons from the anode. But as the electrons can't travel through the electrolyte, they have to travel across a circuit and thus deliver power to whatever it's connected to, say an electric motor. During charging, the opposite happens with ions flowing to the anode, building up a charge that sees electrons pulled to it across a circuit from the cathode. When no more ions will flow to the negative electrode, the battery is considered fully charged. Solid-state batteries have been around for a while, but are only used for small electronic devices like RFID tags and pacemakers, and in their current state are non-rechargeable. As such, work is being done to allow them to power larger devices and be recharged. What makes solid-state batteries the next big thing? Thanks to the solid electrolyte having a smaller footprint, solid-state batteries promise some 2 to 10 times the energy density of lithium-ion batteries of the same size. That means more powerful batteries without extra space, or more compact battery packs without compromising on power. That means powerful and longer-range electric cars or more compact and lighter EVs. They are also expected to charge faster. Better efficiency and energy density means solid-state batteries don't require the cooling and control components that lithium-ion batteries do either, and that means a smaller overall footprint along with more chassis freedom and less weight. It's little wonder that solid-state is most quoted by performance car manufacturers. Bentley sees the technology as its primary way to make electrification work for them. Safety is another advantage solid-state batteries claim to offer. Exothermic reactions in lithium-ion batteries can cause them to get hot, expand and potentially rupture, spilling flammable and hazardous liquid electrolyte. In some cases this has caused minor explosions. Having a solid electrolyte effectively bypasses this problem. Finally, the use of the solid-state electrolyte means the batteries can withstand more discharge and charge cycles than lithium-ion batteries, as they don't have to suffer electrode corrosion caused by chemicals in the liquid electrolyte or the buildup of solid layers in the electrolyte that deteriorates battery life. Solid-state batteries could be recharged up to 7 times more, giving them a potential lifespan of 10 years as opposed to the couple of years a lithium-ion battery is expected to effectively last for. Do you think Tesla will be rivaled by Toyota, or do you think they will still be the market leader? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, then please subscribe. Thanks for watching.